Hi, Miles here for your weekly Monday video post. As I mentioned in the last 2 weeks, we are back on schedule with these regular Monday videos. And today's topic is about iPhone app marketing. If you do not already know, mobile marketing is getting a big push these days. And those who are taking advantage of mobile marketing are also creating a lot of different mobile apps. Now, when people launch mobile apps, they clearly want to find a way to market these apps. There are different ways to promote them. People can build relationships with bloggers, go on forums, and other traditional online marketing methods such as pay-per-click advertising or even search engine optimization. But the holy grail for mobile apps, especially for iPhone apps, is the iTunes App Store. And I received a question from Rachel, who recently created her own iPhone app, and she's been struggling to market this app, and she's asking how can she get her app to rank high in the App Store. This is a great question because it's one of the biggest challenges for online marketers. Just like internet marketers take time to understand the Google algorithm, iTunes and the App Store has its own algorithm, and internet marketers have been testing over and over. Internet marketers, specifically mobile marketers who have developed iPhone apps, and businesses who have hired marketers to rank their apps in the App Store, have come up with major ranking factors. However, before I get to the answer, it's important to note that what I'm sharing with you is based on our understanding of the App Store and iTunes algorithm, and no one really knows the truth behind the App Store algorithm, just as no one really knows everything there is about the Google algorithm. If you want to rank high in the App Store, there are 5 points to consider. You want keyword-rich titles and descriptions. You want to integrate your app with popular apps, get as many reviews and downloads as possible, and increase the usage of your app. Similar to search engine optimization, just as a website needs to use proper keywords within its text, for your app, you want to use proper keywords in the title of your app and throughout the description. You first need to conduct keyword research to find out what types of words people normally search for when it comes to your particular app. The App Store doesn't have their own keyword research tool, but using the Google keyword tool will give you a good reference. Once you understand what words are searched for many times in a given month and are associated with your particular app, you want to use these words and variations of them in the title and the description, as I mentioned. As you see on your screen right now, there are some highlighted fields, and these phrases are all variations of one another. We have lab values, medical reference, lab value, lab reference values. They're all pertaining to the key phrase that this app wants to rank for, which is lab values. You want to do the same thing. If you have an app that was on strength training, then you'll want to try and use strength training in the title and throughout the description, adding variations of that particular phrase. Another technique to get your app at the top of the App Store rankings is to leverage popular apps. Apps that are known and have big brands are searched a lot. They're very popular. And by adding a particular popular brand in the description of your app or in the title, you can show up in search results for that particular popular app. Take a look at your screen here. There is a music app called Lizna. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right, that has a title that states with Spotify support. I conducted this search just now for Spotify, looking for the Spotify app, and what showed up is Lizna with Spotify support. This showed up on the first page with all of these other apps that you see. It's likely that this music app, which I looked into is really a radio app, has nothing to do with Spotify. It does support Spotify, but that's not the center of this application. So you can definitely leverage popular brands and popular downloaded apps. Third, get a lot of positive reviews. Similar to Google Places optimization, if you're trying to optimize for local search results, you want to get a lot of reviews. Lots of reviews are a signal to the App Store algorithm, signifying that your app is popular. Now, this is not the only factor that matters. There is some discussion among mobile marketers and those who optimize for the App Store, and some state that reviews have no significance whatsoever, but then other marketers will say there definitely is an effect. Reviews alone will not matter as we cover the next two factors in ranking in the App Store. It is quite possible that you only have one or two reviews and you still rank on the first page because all the other factors have to be considered, not the reviews alone. So in addition to getting normal reviews, if you take a look at the bottom of your screen, you see that there are options for browsers to let iTunes, the App Store, know if the review was helpful. And this is something marketers take advantage of and have noticed through a number of tests that if the review is found to be helpful, then that review will have more weight. So if it's a negative review and it has lots of people mentioning that the review is helpful, that can negatively affect the ranking of this particular app. Now again, the review alone, the reviews alone are not the only factor. So even if you have 284 out of 351 customers who found a negative review to be helpful, it doesn't mean that your application will not rank on the first page. So you might be asking, how is that even so? Well, one of the most important factors is the number of downloads your apps have. The more downloads you have, the higher the chance that you will rank at the top of App Store search results. It's no wonder why the App Store gives preference to applications that are downloaded the most, simply because if your app is downloaded more than others, and you charge for that app, then Apple is going to make more money. So if you have a popular app, it's downloaded many times, Apple will want to push that particular app to the top of the search results so it gets downloaded more and more and Apple makes more money. Apple realized that a lot of marketers were paying people for artificial downloads or to pay them to download a particular app but never use it. So Apple realized that marketers were trying to game the system. So a number of months ago, there has been discussion that Apple has tweaked its algorithm to determine how often your app is used. So usage is extremely important. It makes sense. If your app is used often, that means it's valuable to the users. Rather than an app just being downloaded and the download being the major indicator of popularity, an app's usage seems more accurate because many different people might download an app but only use it once or twice. But if an app is downloaded and used every single day, it's important, it's of value, and iTunes or the App Store most likely will feel that it is going to be extremely popular because many people use it all the time, and it's a more accurate gauge of what should show at the top of the App Store search rankings. There you have it, 5 major points that will help you rank your paid or free apps in the App Store. Use keyword-rich titles and descriptions, integrate with popular apps, increase the number of reviews you have and downloads, and develop your app in a manner that encourages people to use it every day. If not every day, as often as possible. You do not want them to download your app, use it once, and forget about it.